Good morning, guys. In last lecture, we have seen the definition of relatively prime integer. That means two integers a and b are relatively prime if their greatest common divisor is 1. That means if d is equals to d is GCD of a and b. If the value of d is 1, then a and b are called as a relatively prime integers. Okay, using this definition we shall prove the theorem. Theorem is that if a and b are relatively prime integer, not both 0, then a and b are relatively prime if and only there exists x and y satisfying the condition that 1 is equal to ax plus by. Now in this statement we have given that a and b are two integers, both are not 0. Then these two integers a and b are relatively prime if and only there exists integer x and y such that 1 is equals to ax plus by. Okay, due to if and only condition we have to prove two parts. At first we assume that a and b are relatively prime integers. Okay, we assume that a and b are relatively prime integers and try to prove that 1 is equals to ax plus by. As a and b are the relatively prime integer, by the definition of relatively prime integer, their greatest common divisor must be equals to 1, and that's why greatest common divisor of a and b is equals to 1. But in last lecture we have seen that the greatest common divisor d of a and b can be expressed as d is equals to ax plus by. As here greatest common divisor of a and b is 1, that means value of d is 1. If d is equals to 1, then what happen? In this theorem we get 1 is equals to ax plus by. That means using this theorem we get there exist integers x and y such that 1 is equals to ax plus by. That is the first part of this theorem. That means if a and b are relatively prime integer, then there exists x and y such that 1 is equal to ax plus by. Now we shall prove the converse part. In converse part we assume that there exists integer x and y satisfying the condition that 1 is equal to ax plus by. Okay. Now here we have to prove that the integers a and b are relatively prime. When two integers a and b are relatively prime, if their greatest common divisor is equals to 1. That means to prove that a and b are relatively prime integers, we have to prove that greatest common divisor of a and b is equals to 1. Okay. For a while assume that greatest common divisor of a and b is d. That means we have to prove that d is equals to 1. If this d is equal to 1, a and b are relatively prime integer. That means our the required result. As d is the greatest common divisor of a and b, it is a common divisor. Means which divides both the integers a and b. Means d is the common divisor of a and b, implies that d divides a and d divides b. In divisibility article, we have seen that if a divides b and a divides c, then there exists integer x and y such that a divides bx plus cy. Using that theorem, here d divides a and d divides b implies d divides ax plus by. D divides x plus by, but d is the greatest common divisor of a and b. Now this implies d is equals to 1. D divides ax plus by. This implies d is equals to 1 because value of ax plus by is 1. D divides ax plus by, that means d divides 1. Okay. but d is a greatest common divisor and d is taken as a positive, and therefore d divides 1 implies d is equals to 1. D is a positive divisor of 1. D is a positive divisor of 1. That means 1 has how many positive divisor? No doubt, there is only one positive divisor of 1, and that is 1. Therefore, d divides 1 must be implies that d is equals to 1. Now put the value of d here. D is equals to 1. That means greatest common divisor of a and b is equals to 1. As the greatest common divisor of a and b is equals to 1, by the definition of relatively prime integer, a and b must be relatively prime integers. Okay, this is a proof. There are two parts you have to remember this. If a and b are relatively prime integer, then 1 is equals to ax plus by, and conversely, when we have 1 is equal to ax plus by, then a and b must be relatively prime integers. Okay, using this theorem we shall prove some corollaries. First corollary is that if greatest common divisor of a and b is d, then greatest common divisor of a divided by d and b divided by d is also equals to 1. Now proof is very simple, as it is given that greatest common divisor of AB is equals to D. Then the result, if greatest common divisor A and B is equal to D, then D can be written as AX plus BY. That means there exists integer X and Y satisfying the condition that D is equals to AX plus BY. Now consider that equation D is equal to AX plus BY. Divide both sides by D. Dividing both sides by D, thus D divided by D is equals to 1 and A divided by D into X. Divide D by here, A by D into X plus B by D into Y. Okay, that means after dividing by D, we get 1 is equals to A by D into X plus B by D into Y. As we have 1 is equal to A divided by D into X plus B divided by D into Y, it is of the form 1 is equal to AX plus BY. Just we have proved that if 1 is equal to AX plus BY, then these two integers A and B are relatively prime integer. Now using this theorem, as we have 1 is equal to A divided by D into X plus B divided by D into Y, therefore these two integers must be relatively prime. That means A divided by D and B divided by D are relatively prime integers. As the two integers are relatively prime, by the definition of relatively prime integer, their greatest common divisor must be equals to 1. Okay, as A by D and B by D are relatively prime integer, therefore greatest common divisor of these two integers is equals to 1. This is the proof of this corollary. Okay, the proof is simple, only you have to apply this theorem and definition of relatively prime integer. Okay, now second corollary is that if A divides C and B divides C and greatest common divisor of AB is equals to 1, that means A and B are relatively prime integer. Okay, then we have to prove that A into B also divides same integer C. Remember the corollary we require in some proofs. Further, A divides C, B divides C, and greatest common divisor of these two integers, that means greatest common divisor of divisor is equals to 1. That means A and B are relatively prime integer. Then we have to prove that product of A and B also divide C. A into B divide C. Now apply the definition of divisibility. Consider at first A divides C. A divides C means C is equals to A into some other integer. We have taken that integer as a R. Means A divides C implies C is equals to A into some integer that is denoted by r, means c is equals to ar. Similarly, b divides c means there exists some integer, for example s, such that c is equals to bs. These two equations are true for some integer r and s. Okay. This is by definition of divisibility only. Again, it is given that greatest common divisor of AB is equals to 1. As the greatest common divisor of AB is equals to 1, then using this theorem, we must have 1 is equal to AX plus BY. 1 is equals to AX plus BY. Okay? Greatest common divisor of AB is equal to 1. That means these are relatively prime integer. If these are the relatively prime integer, then we must have 1 is equal to AX plus BY using the theorem. Now multiply both sides by C. Multiplying both sides by C. Then left hand side become C and multiply C. It can be written as A into C into X plus, plus B into C into Y. That means C is equal to ACX plus BCY. But we know that value of C are AR, also value of C is BS. On right hand side, we shall put value of this C as BS. C is equals to BS. BCY, put the value of this C as a AR. Means this equation become A C is equals to A BS into X plus B AR into Y. Now after multiplying, you can observe that there is a AB. Here is also AB. That means we can take AB common. After taking AB common on right hand side, this equation becomes P equal to AB. What is remain after taking AB? S into X plus R into Y. That means this equation becomes C equals to AB into SX plus RY. In this bracket, all these four are integers. X is an integer, S integer, X integer, R integer, Y integer, and therefore their product and sum is also new integers. And therefore, by the definition of divisibility, it can be written as C is equals to AB into some integer. AB into some integer, that means AB divides C. That means this implies by the definition of divisibility, AB divides C. And that we have to prove AB divides C. Okay? Means you have to remember that if A divides C, B divides C, means their A and B divide some common integer, then their product also divides C. But you have to remember that A and B must be relatively prime integer. Then and then it is true. Now we shall show some important theorem. Important in the sense we always or often we require this theorem to prove the some next results in some next chapter. And this theorem is called as Euclid's lemma. It is called as a Euclid's lemma, and it states that if A divides BC, means integer A divides product of two integer with greatest common divisor of AB is equals to 1. Again here you have to remember that A divides product of two integer B and C with A and B. Here remember that these two integers A and B are relatively prime. That means their greatest common divisor is 1. Then as A and B are relatively prime, then result is this A divides other remaining integer. That means A divides C. Now if you consider here greatest common divisor of A and C is 1, then this result becomes A divides B. Okay. Again, proof is very simple. Here, as it is given that A and B are relatively prime integer, remember that if greatest common divisor is 1, the integers are relatively prime. Here A and B are relatively prime integer, and then by using this theorem, we have 1 is equal to AX plus BY. 1 is equal to AX plus BY. Then what we have done? No doubt we have multiplied both sides by c here. 1 into c, ax plus by into c. And then multiply by c here, it can be written as acx plus bcy. Again, here it is given that a divides bc. This is given to you. A divides bc. And it is always true. A divides ac because a is common there. Therefore, no doubt a will be divides ac and a divides bc. It is given to you. And therefore, a divides ac and b divides bc implies a divides acx plus bcy. Remember that we have proved one theorem. If a divides b and a divides c, this implies a divides bx plus cy. Using this theorem, we get a divides ac, a divides bc implies a divides acx plus bcy. But just we have obtained value of this acx plus bcy. What is value of acx plus bcy? Look here, acx plus bcy is equals to c. Then put value of acx plus bcy here. Its value is c. That means a divides c. Means we get a divides c. That is the required result. Okay. Now this article, that is name of article is relatively prime integer. Very simple. Two integers a and b are called as a relatively prime integer if their greatest common divisor is 1. Then using this definition we are able to prove the theorem. Theorem is that if a and b are relatively prime integer, then 1 is equal to ax plus by, or conversely if we have 1 is equal to ax plus by, then a and b are relatively prime integers. Then first corollary is if d is the greatest common divisor of a and b, then greatest common divisor of a divided by d and b divided by d also 1. That means these two integers also again relatively prime integers. And second corollary, a divides c, b divides c, and if a and b are relatively prime, then this product also divides c. And remember this lemma, a divides bc and greatest common divisor of ab is 1, then a divides other remaining integer c. Okay? In next lecture we shall see the Euclidean algorithm. Okay?